Hey guys, it's Ryan from Anonymous Longboards, and today I'll be going over the slap down kickflip.
I found you here right beside me, saying all the things you'd never done.
So I'm gonna break this trick into 3 parts so it's easier to follow. So let's start with step 1, which is foot positioning. Alrighty, so for foot positioning, it's very simple. I ride goofy, which means that my right foot is in the front of the board and my left foot is in the back. So for this trick, my front foot is going to be either in the center of the board or the front of the board, sort of hanging off the board, ready to actually get off of the actual deck. And my back foot is going to be on the tail, ready to pop the board up. So your foot positioning has got to be ready to just pop the board up like so. Just gonna pop the board up. Alright, just a quick note, if you're a regular, it's gonna be mirrored, which means that your left foot is forward and your right foot's back. Alright, so the next part of the trick, step 2, is gonna be the initiation of the motion of the trick, which is getting into the actual slap down kickflip part. So you're in your foot positioning that I just taught you, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop the board up like this, except you're not actually gonna catch up like this. So you're gonna pop the board up, and when the board is about this high in the air, you're gonna take your leading hand, which is for me is my right hand. So you're gonna take your leading hand and you're gonna push down on the rail, like nearest towards your body. So you pop it up, and then you take your leading hand and you slap down on the rail nearest towards your body. All right. So this of course has to be broken down into one fluid motion, or else it's not gonna work. So like a lot of other tricks, it's got to be one motion. So it'll look like this. So the last part we left off was popping the board up and slapping it down with your leading hand. So after you slap down the board with your leading hand, ideally it's going to be in the air. The board is going to be in the air, and after you slap it down, the motion is going to cause the board to flip in midair. That's essentially what should happen, but it's really difficult to get when you first start. And after it finishes the one rotation, you just hop on the board. So just a note for step 3, when you're gonna jump back onto the board, in order to make the trick look good, you have to start jumping before the board actually gets upright again. What I mean by that is, after you pop it up, right, and you slap it down, it's gonna be in the air, rotating, and when it's about upside down here, when the board is upside down, you're actually going to want to start jumping, getting ready to land on the board. So by the time the board is upright again, you'll be over the board ready to land. That was a fail. So some things I want to stress for this trick are, number 1, if you have coarse grip tape on your board, it'll probably kind of mess up your hands when you actually slap the board down and do the trick. So be careful of that, and maybe limit the number of times you do that a day so your skin doesn't get too, roughed up. Number 2, the trick itself is really simple. It's literally just foot positioning, pop the board up, slap it down, let it spin in the air, and then land back on it. It's that simple. But the hard part about this trick is actually getting it down into one motion, like nailing that actual motion and landing back on it, because the flip in the air is actually going to be, well, it is directly influenced by that one little slap motion you have. And you'll find that when you try to begin this trick like I did, I was terrible. Like, my board would fly everywhere because I wasn't slapping it down correctly and I wasn't popping it down correctly. It's just all that stuff. So let's go through a quick review real quick. Alright, so So step 1 is foot positioning. I'm goofy, so right foot is around the center of the board or the front of the board, hanging off, getting ready to pop off. And my back foot or my left foot is on the tail, getting ready to pop the board up. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is actually popping the board up, and then taking your leading hand, which is my right hand, and if you're regular, it's your left hand, and slapping it down on the railing nearest towards your body, or towards the outside of your body. So slap it. So just how you slap it down. And step 3 is the actual landing. So that's where it gets sketchy, is the transition from step 2 to step 3, is getting that fluid motion. So let's go into that in depth a little more. So step 2, slap it down, and at this point you're actually gonna be off your board completely. It's gonna be flying in the air. So you pop it up, you slap it down. Oops. You slap it down. Now it's doing its rotation in the air, and when it gets to when the board is around upside down, around here, you're gonna hop off of your back foot, which is my left foot, and it's regular. Remember, everything is opposite if you're a regular rider, because I'm a goofy rider. So I hop off of my back foot or my left foot when the board is around upside down in the air, and then when it's about back, I can actually land it. So yeah, that's step 3. Alright, so if you need any help with the trick, or if you have any questions about the trick or about Anonymous Longboards, just leave a comment in the comment section or email us at anonymouslongboards.com, and until next time, which will be very soon, with another trick tip.